Hello everyone, friends, it's me again, Vyacheslav Ismailov, or Vaya. And today we're filming the continuation of the previous video about magnet fishing, where we found a whole bunch of discoveries related to the airplane eater. And now we're at the very same place, friends. Most likely somewhere here underwater at this very moment, there is either a regular airplane that sank as a result of a collision with the eater, or the eater itself. You have reached the required number of likes, and for that, Sergey and I are very grateful to you. And that's why we're going together to the bottom to look for the airplane eater right here.
Maybe listen, please don't, Via. It's dangerous there, the eater.
I've already prepared everything, get dressed. This time you have to go under with me because last time you refused.
I'm scared. Honestly, I'm just scared.
What's there to be afraid of?
What's there to fear about water? It's dark, cold, and consumes planes.
Via, you're crazy for wanting to go there. I absolutely refuse to.
For my subscribers, I'll do anything, even if it's crazy. Alright, coward, you'll just be monitoring, but this time... Oh, what's that over there?
Oops.
That's for last time, got it? Let's go get dressed.
This time I'll hold on to this rope tightly. Ow!
Alright, I'm ready to dive in. It's time to find the devourer. Come on, Serioza, I'm counting on you.
I won't repeat those mistakes. All will be well.
Everything's great.
Okay, stop. Where's the rope?
Damn, again.
Well, I hope I can handle it, right? Leave a like so I can handle it.
So, my immersion has begun. Honestly, I was stunned. It seems like the water is nice and pleasant, but in reality, it's very dark, scary, and cold. But for my subscribers, I'm ready to dive anywhere, as long as you, of course, hit the like button again. At first, I couldn't see anything. It was very dark and creepy, but the deeper I went, the clearer the water became. That's awesome! Finally, the visibility became normal, and I touched the bottom, and I started to explore it. And here is my first find. It looks like a huge piece of metal. I swam closer to it, and look what I realized. It's not just a piece of metal, it's a piece of fuselage. From one of the airplanes. Maybe from the one that crashed, or maybe from the airplane eater. Nevertheless, we found a lot of such pieces while magnet fishing, so it doesn't really mean anything. I left it on the bottom and swam further. So, I'm moving underwater, and the next find is already something a bit more interesting. We haven't found anything like this before. It looks like an airplane wheel. What is the correct name for it? Airplanes don't really have wheels, but retractable things. I can't remember, my mind's blank. But if you're smart and know what it's actually called, the wheels on an airplane, write about it in the comments. But look at how creepy they look underwater. They're clearly damaged, something obviously happened to them. It's strange and scary. That is, again, the result of a collision between two airplanes. I decided to swim further to find even more discoveries because we keep finding all sorts of things related to airplanes. But so far we haven't found anything directly related to the devourer. So let's see what else is down there on the bottom. Oh, here's another find. It looks very unusual. Let's examine it closer. Yes, this is an aircraft control panel. Either a lever or some kind of toggle buttons. Basically, it's what pilots use to control airplanes. Underwater, this looks very creepy and strange. In the previous part, we actually found the other half of this very instrument panel. But now underwater, it has rotted and looks very scary and creepy. Nevertheless, again, there are no signs and no evidence that the devourer was there. Let's move on. Honestly, I was already getting upset, guys. I was swimming and there was nothing around. But then I was blown away. It's a plane. It's so huge. Sergey and I thought it was a crop duster, but no! Underwater right here, there's a huge Boeing 777. Just look at it. It looks really creepy and really strange. Looks like this is the very plane that was attacked by the Devourer. I decided not to miss this opportunity and to explore the plane underwater for the sake of my subscribers. Many parts of the plane are rusted, damaged, or dented. I'm curious about the turbine. I swam up to it and took a look. Apparently, it's completely damaged because I didn't see any proper mechanical parts there. Apparently, the impact hit right there, and that's what caused it to fall into this huge body of water. So it turns out I was right. I was throwing the magnet somewhere over there and pulling out parts from there, specifically from this very plane that we're looking at right now. After I finished inspecting the exterior parts, I decided to swim inside the plane. Surprisingly, the plane was open as the door was torn off in the crash. And inside, I saw empty rows of seats in the plane. The cabin of the plane looks scary and creepy inside. But one thing makes me think in a very strange way. Where is even a single person? Everyone knows that the plane devourer is a somewhat cursed creature. Very unclear and ambiguous. What if he somehow used his black magic or something else to empty out this whole cabin? I can't explain why the airplane cabin is completely empty. Share your theories in the comments. I continued to look around the plane, and from the inside, of course, it looked creepy, but I wanted to check if the pilots were in their seats. Let's go to the cockpit. Yes, here everything is much worse than in the cabin, because the collision between the Devourer and the plane apparently happened nose to nose. That's why everything there is so scorched, battered, and already covered with a damned layer of rust. It looks really creepy. There was nothing interesting in the cockpit either, and I didn't notice any obvious signs of the presence of the plane eater. So I decided to swim out of this plane and take a look at it from the outside. Yes, the cockpit looks creepy, rusty, and battered from the outside, but there's nothing special about it. It does look scary, of course. I thoroughly examined the nose of this plane, didn't find anything special, and decided to move on. After swimming a little to the side, I heard a strange sound. I turned around and looked in that direction, toward the abyss. This is the plane eater. It's right under the water. As soon as I saw it, I immediately started heading for the surface.
He's been gone a while. Could there really be something interesting down there?
There's a plane eater down there. It's really under the water. It's under the water. The plane eater. Get out, run.
A plane eater? Seriously?
Yeah, guys, we need to get out of here right now. This was me, Vyacheslav Ismailov, or just Via. Bye.